I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10 and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their six-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 77 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here we go on 4th down. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lawrence, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a give inside for Falk.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Packers at 8-1 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Second and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Joseph.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. We'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On third down, Lawrence. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Steps away. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Falk up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, here's Falk. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Packers are back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Sanders now to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The throw out to Ross. He's got it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Back to throw again. Being chased out left.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. That'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coe.
More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Lawrence. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Running right, here's Falk. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a give left side to Falk. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action now. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Oh, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a toss here, short side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning, because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On the handoff, this is Falk. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Lawrence will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
McPherson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. It's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Packers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to